My name's Terence Pates, everyone calls me Terry. I first came to Kuranda in 1973, I believe. I returned in 1980 after I'd finished 10 years of travelling overland, backwards and forwards to England. I'd met some people in Western Australia. They'd told me about far north Queensland. They said it's tropical. I thought that sounds nice to me. I bought a small property. I was offered the lease of an empty restaurant at that time, and that's how Frogs started. The first Frogs was down near the original markets. I was only there for 6 months. That's where we first established the name. We established the sort of menu we wanted to do, and we realised then that yeah, I like Kuranda, I like the people, you know, I like the clientele that came, you know, the alternative lifestyle that we were having. The second Frogs, we hunted around a bit up around Main Street in the village, of course, and the Red and White food store, which was really the main convenience store in the village at that time, he had that for sale. Yeah, we purchased that store and began to turn it into Frogs Restaurant, much bigger Frogs Restaurant. Lovely old building, timber floors, bay windows. It was perfect. 1989, the pilots dispute started. That absolutely devastated the tourist industry. We had no business, and I scratched my head. And we were doing a little bit of music at the time. John Howell was promoting a little bit of music. I thought music's the go if I can get the locals. I need the locals. So after discussions with some of the locals like Brian and Dave Hart and Jeb Buck, we decided to put some music on. And the Jam Club was born. And I think we may have started it on a Friday night, but from 1989, we did music once a week basically for 10 years. And that's how we got that music happening, because it was a necessity. I wouldn't have survived without the locals supporting me at least one night a week. You know, I cooked most of the time in Frogs. Up in, you know, the last 5 years, I've really had chefs do it nearly all the time in Frogs. But before that, I was always in the kitchen. Always enjoyed making new menus. Always enjoyed cooking, and always enjoyed going out and talking to the customers, seeing how much they've enjoyed it, and working with tour companies and having the feedback from tour companies and cruise ships telling me how much they enjoyed what I was doing. I mean, that's great. In 2013, I ran into problems with a business partner that I had. Unbeknown to me, he'd gone bankrupt overnight. So I had to move out of those premises. And one Sunday night, I packed everything up, put it all in the back of the ute, put some on trolleys and went down the main street. And I moved into the heritage markets and opened the following morning. And
well, that was a mighty fine effort.
That was a mighty fine effort. We started late one Sunday afternoon, about 3 utes, a gang of people, and I say trolleys and fridges on wheels that we pushed through the main street down there, and worked all night and opened the following day.
Well, that's a testament to just how fabulous Frogs has always been.
Well, it was a task.
Oh, well, I'm sure it was.
But it was necessity, you know. I wasn't going to give up. Some of the highlights have come later in there when I've been working with the National Indigenous Authority and training local people. That's been a real high for me, to be able to train some of the local people and see the appreciation of that and see the outcome of it, see them go and get in jobs. That's really been a high for me in Frogs, that I could get to that stage, that I could afford to take these people on and help them and see them progress. That's been a real high. But it's all been high for me. I've enjoyed the whole 46 years I ever did that there, you know. I could never look back and say, that was a horrible day. I don't think I've ever felt like that. You have bad days, you have hard days, but I don't think I've ever said, oh, look, I wish that had never happened. In the original Frogs, I owned the property, so it was mine, I could do what I like. In the heritage markets, I was leasing the premises, so I was restricted in what I could do there. But also, it was more a case, you know, I'm 76 now, so when I went down to the heritage markets, I was in my late 60s. And I like to do a lot of tramping in New Zealand. I just want to spend a lot more time doing that. So I wanted to downscale, and the opportunity came for me to get a smaller place. I bought a smaller place and decided then, okay, I'll pass on frogs to someone that can just carry on hopefully what I was doing and looking after the tours and put their energy into it, because I just wanted to slow down really.
Your restaurant that you have now is called He Is Good, and is that a family-run business still?
It's a family-run business, mainly Kieran, my eldest son, runs it. Both of our boys, of course, have been involved in the restaurant industry ever since they were born, virtually, because you know, Vicky, my wife, used to carry them around on a backpack when they were first born. But Kieran's always been very interested in baristering in particular. He's been, you know, to coffee plantations in Brazil to really learn about the processes. So he was very keen to get involved with the coffee shop, cafe. So I never consider I've ever been to work. You know, people have said to me, when are you going to retire? And I say to them, from what? What am I going to retire from? My life? You know, I haven't retired. I still run restaurants. I'm still involved in it. I'm still interested in it. You know, and always have been. I never considered it work, ever.